Hello my phonics friends, it's that time again. It's time for phonics with me, Mrs Deojee, who's ready to do some super duper phonics learning today. Now, take your hats out, put them on, turn them on, and let's sing it nice and loudly. Off we go. Phonics, phonics all around. Phonics all around. Phonics, phonics all around. Phonics all around. Make sure it's on. Did you give it a wash over the weekend? I hope you do, because it will make it work even better when it's nice and clean. Right, now, who remembers last week's lesson? Do you remember, children? We learned a new phoneme, a new sound. Do you remember what it was? See if you can recap, remember in your brain without your adult telling you. What was it? What was it? Do you remember? It was this one. S. Did you get it right? Say it again. S. And the action was as if you've got that snake in the grass and you say S. Fantastic. Now today we're going to learn another new phoneme, a new sound. But before we learn it, we need to wake up somebody very special. Do you remember his name? Let me hear you say it. Mr. Wizard, yes. And I have that special song that he likes to wake up to, especially when he knows phonics learning is happening. Let's sing it. Wake up, Mr. Wizard. Wake up, Mr. Wizard. What are we learning today? What are we learning today? Keep on singing. Wake up, Mr. Wizard. Wake up, Mr. Wizard. What are we learning today? What are we learning today? Always waking up. Are you alright there, Mr. Wizard? Here he is. Shall we say hi, Mr. Wizard? Ah, yeah, yes. He's just said it's great to be back. He loves phonics so much. And he cannot wait to learn a new sound with you. Oh, we can't wait to see what's in your bag. Oh, good idea, Mr. Wizard. He's just said to me, he loves phonics so much. But you do miss seeing the children a little bit, don't you? Because he doesn't see any children in my house, do you, Mr. Wizard? But he said, could adults, would you take a picture or a video of your children doing phonics? And could you send it in to us, Mr. Wizard? And I would love to see it. And if they don't want to put it on the Facebook page, no, you don't have to do that. But if you want to send it to me privately in a private message, we could look at it. Wouldn't that be great, Mr. Wizard? So if you can do that, we would love it, wouldn't we? Oh, okay, all right, I'll get started. He said to me to stop talking and let's get started. Right, where's your bag, Mr. Wizard? Oh, it's down here. Okay, here it is. Now, we don't open that bag, do we, no, Mr. Wizard, unless we sing our special song. Let's sing it. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? Come and have a look and see what's in the bag. Okay, here we go. What's our new phoneme today? Have you chosen an exciting one? I hope so. Here we go. Oh, do you think they might know what it is? This is our new phoneme today. Can you tell your adult if you think you know the sound of it, or even if you know the letter name? What's it called? Tell your adult. Did you hear some of them say correctly? So did I. Okay, now you sit here, Mr. Wizard. You can watch the phonics lessons here because I'm going to show them the action. So you sit there. So the sound of this one is ah. Ah. Can Can you say that? Ah. Can you say it to the nice sun outside today? In England we've had so much sun, it's still sunny today. Ah. Ah. Can you say it to your feet? Ah. Ah. Can you say it to your wiggly fingers? Ah. Ah. Well done. Now the action for this phone in this sound is as if you have got an ant going up your arm, and it goes like that. Ah. The ant's going ah. 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 Fantastic. Now here's our favourite bit, children and parents. You know you love it too. It's our song.
Ah. Ah. Ant.
Ah, ah, ants on my arm. Ah, ah, ants on my arm. Ah, ah, ants on my arm. They're causing me alarm.
This next part of the video is going to be working on your child's fine motor skills. So remember, we've really got to build those muscles up in that wrist, in that hand, in those fingers to really help write our letters. So I found this activity while scrolling through my Instagram because I love it. There's so many great ideas. I came across a profile called Therapy with Tots, and she put up this idea with an apple and some matchsticks. And what your child will need to do is they will need to get the matchsticks and use those muscles in the fingers, those pinching skills, and basically push it into the apple. You can see there's lots of different skills being used in those fingers to pick up those small matchsticks and help to push them into the apple. What a super fine motor idea. I haven't seen anyone doing this, which is why I was so excited to share this with you. Okay, so children, have fun with that apple matchsticks. Don't be careful with those pointy bits, and don't waste your apple. At the end of it, take it all out as well. Again, more fine motor skills being used there, and give it a nice yummy munch and crunch. The next part of our session is the gross motor skills. Now, last week I did talk to you about what gross motor skills is. Now, do you remember what it is? If not, don't worry, let me tell you again. Gross motor is all about big movements that you do with your body, because what those big movements will do is they will build the muscles in your body to slowly come back down to your hands and wrists and into your fingers to then help you learn to write your letters, which you all will be able to do one day. So don't worry, there's no rush, you will be able to do it. But it's very important to work on these gross motor skills before we do any writing. Now, if you are a child in my class, if you are watching, you know I love this program. The program I'm going to share with you is called 5 a Day. And in this program, it is different themes of music where you will have dance moves to copy, which is fantastic. We absolutely love it in my class. Now, it is a paid resource in schools, but lucky you, I have found a few free videos on YouTube for you to enjoy. Here they are.
Hello everybody, welcome to 5 a Day. Are you ready for sport? Into the starting blocks. Ready, set, run! Keep running. Hurdles. Leap and run. Leap and run. Leap and run. Swimming. Breaststroke. Front crawl. Dive to the right. Breaststroke. Front crawl. Dive taekwondo, bow. Punch right, punch left, high block. Move right, strike and block. Move left, strike and block. Boxing, jabs. Jab and cross. Weave to the right. Weave to the left. Hook right and left. Shot put. Crouch right. And throw. Crouch left. And throw. Hammer. Circle right. Turn and throw. Circle left. Turn and throw. Discus. Swing up and down. Turn and throw. Swing up and down. Turn and throw. Javelin. Slow steps. Quick steps. Throw. And look. Basketball. Dribble to the right. And shoot. Dribble to the left. And shoot. Throwing. Face the side. Canoeing. Face the front. Fencing. Step forward and lunge. Step back and lunge. Show jumping. Rise high and jump. Rise left and jump. Like to play for sport. Clap and cheer with the crowd. Like to play for sport. Clap and cheer with the crowd. Weightlifting. Pick up a bar. Bend your knees. Push the weight above your head. Gymnastics. Balance on your right leg. Balance on your left leg. Tennis. Bounce the ball. Throw the ball in the air. Hit the serve. Archery. Draw the bow. Aim and release. Basketball. Dribble to the right. And shoot. Dribble to the left. And shoot. Throwing. Face the side. Canoeing. Face the front. Fencing. Step forward and lunge. Step back and lunge. Show jumping. Ride right and jump. Ride left and jump. Like to play for sport. Clap and cheer with the crowd. Like to play for sport. Clap and cheer with the crowd. Shot put. Crouch right and throw. Crouch left and throw. Hammer. Circle right. Turn and throw. Circle left. Turn and throw. Discus. Swing up and down. Turn and throw. Swing up and down. Turn and throw. Javelin. Slow steps. Quick steps. Throw. And look. Taekwondo. Bow. Punch right. Punch left. High block. Move right. Strike and block. Move left. Strike and block. Boxing. Jabs. Jab and cross. Weave to the right. Weave to the left. Hook right and left. Swimming. Breaststroke. Front crawl. Dive to the right. Breaststroke. Front crawl. Dive to the left. Run. And sprint for the finish. Congratulations! You've won the gold.
Right, the next part of our video, we're going to talk about letter formation, but we're going to do it in a fun way. Now, I have been following a lady called Early Years with Leanne on Instagram, and she is fantastic. She has got so many outdoor area ideas, but what's great about her ideas is she uses all the natural resources you will find outside. So you've really got to sort of not pay for anything because it's all in the outside area. And here is one of her ideas. So, a letter formation game. So you need to write today's letter. You can get your child to do it, or you can do it, whichever one is easier. I am going to do it with a leaf today, and all you will need to do is cut the leaf into smaller bits, and we're going to practice the letter formation. If your child is good with scissors, definitely get them to do this bit, because again, it gets practicing those muscles in those fingers. If they're not very confident with scissors, you just need to do this bit. So off you go, start cutting your leaf. What a nice, free and cheap activity this is. Into smaller bits. And then off your child will go and start forming the letter. Again, more practice with those fingers. They get to pick them up and just show them the correct direction they need to go if they were going to be writing the letter. What a fun activity. Nice and free. Off you go. Enjoy having fun with those natural resources. The next part of our phonics lesson is the game. Now, you might love me by the end of this, or you might hate me, but it is a fun activity and your children are going to absolutely love it. They're going to be so engaged, and by the end of it, they will learn the phoneme we are learning. So, hopefully, parents, you would have put the water in your container with your letters, left it overnight in the freezer for this to happen. Okay, make sure you have some sort of tray. I've just got a baking tray here and put it in. I would probably recommend doing this activity outside because it can get a little bit messy. Please don't hate me, but it's fun. Okay, what you will now need to do is you will need to get your child to have some sort of hammer or some sort of equipment that they can bash the ice with, because what they will need to do is they will need to bash the letters out of the ice. And the aim of this game is they are finding the phoneme that we are learning today, but at the same time they will come across some of the other phonemes, some of the other sounds you have put in there, which is double learning. Isn't that great? So you might have even put some letters from their name in there as well, which is more fantastic learning. Okay, so again, like I said, they'll just need to bash. That one was an easy one, but they'll bash and try and get the letters out. And when they have found the letter, you can say to them, what is that phoneme? What's that sound? And hopefully they will remember what we've been learning. And you can even ask them, is that phoneme, is that sound in their name? Because their name is very special to them. So get them to see if they can recognise if some of those that phoneme we're learning today is in their name, or in any family members' names they might know too. So off you go, get bashing those letters out. And it's a great activity, parents, because it's going to give you, I'm sure, at least 5 minutes of peace before they get those letters out. How much fun was that game? Did you enjoy smashing the ice to find the letters? Did you find today's phoneme, today's sound? What was it again? Did you find it? I hope you had fun. Right, what we are going to do next, children and adults, is we're going to do some reading. And we're going to be reading the phonemes, the sounds that we have learnt so far. So, parents, you should already have these all prepared. I asked if you could write the phoneme we learned last week and today's phoneme on small pieces of paper, and you can do as many as you would like, because what you're going to do with these adults are you're either going to hang them around the house or stick them around the house, or if you want to, fold them and put them into different hiding places. Children, it's your job to walk around the house, don't run, walking around the house looking for those phonemes. Remember, it's going to have either the S or the A. So you're going to have two phonemes to be reading, because that's what we've learnt so far, and it'll be your job to find them. Now, when you have found them, children, your adult will have prepared something like this called a tally chart, where if you find a S, you need to draw a line to say that you have found one. If you found another one, draw another line to see how many you found. If you found an A, put a line there to see how many your adult has hidden, and then they can tell you at the end if you have found them all. Okay, enjoy finding those letters. Remember, children, you will have the S and the A to find. Who is up for the phonics challenge today to stretch their brain? Is it going to be you? Okay, this is what you will need to do for the challenge. Now, parents, I thought we can extend the reading game that we have just done. So, what you can do, parents, is can you hide some extra letters around the house if your child's up for it? Can you hide this letter? And then this one. E, and this one, T, because what they will do is they will add it to the other letters that we had, which was S and an A. What they will need to do once they have all their letters, they will really need to stretch that phonics brain, because what I would like them to do is to use the letters to make their own word, and it has to be a real word. So they're really going to have to think about this one, but I'm sure they'll be able to do it if they are ready for that challenge. So they could do something like this. S, A, T. So there you go. They're going to really have to think about the segmenting, the blending, and thinking about if it's a real word or a fake word. Lots of phonics learning happening there to stretch their brain. Then don't just do one word. Get them to choose a different word. So they could do this one. It. Pit. Pit. So lots of things that they can do there to really get their phonics brains really challenged. So see if you can have a go. Right, it's nearly the end of our session. Shall we say a goodbye to somebody before we go? Let's see. Mr. Wizard, are you still there? You haven't fallen asleep, have you? Oh, no, you haven't fallen asleep. Oh, he said no, he doesn't fall asleep during learning. You love learning, don't you? Oh, yes, I will tell them, Mr. Wizard. He said, please don't forget, he would love to see some children's phonics learning or phonics videos, or even if they're doing any of our lessons. That would be fun too, wouldn't it, Mr. Wizard? Yeah, yes, he said. Before you all go, he wants to make sure your phonics brains are still on. Can you tell him what phoneme we were learning today? What phoneme were we learning today? What sound? Can you tell him? Can you shout it out to him? Yes, it was... Shall we show them? Ah, can you show Mr. Wizard the action? Wow, you remembered. Well done. They're really good, aren't they, Mr. Wizard? Yeah, it is now the end. Shall we say goodbye to them? And we really hope you had fun. Yes, and Mr. Wizard said, don't forget to eat that apple. Bye.